Good evening, and welcome to PEOMIOSFYRDS live on UWW-TV. I'm Alex Monti, joined by co-hosts Nazir Spencer and Gabe Sadowski, and we ask you to please excuse our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. It's our final show of the semester, and as always, we have plenty to discuss tonight. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Last week we made our NFL first-round mock draft. Over the weekend, the actual draft took place with some expected picks and then some utterly shocking ones. Few to note, Caleb Williams did end up going first overall to the Bears, to nobody's surprise. Marvin Harrison Jr. went to the Cardinals at 4, and the most shocking pick of the draft was the Atlanta Falcons selecting Michael Penix Jr. with the 8th overall pick. Nazir, your reactions to the Falcons pick and the rest of the NFL draft?
Well, I'll tell you this. A lot of people did not like that pick by the Falcons, but I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. You know why? It's an insurance policy, okay? You're getting Kirk Cousins off of an Achilles injury, okay? Let's remember that. So you get Kirk Cousins at his best for about a year and a half, maybe, okay? And then you got Michael Penix Jr., who's learning from a veteran, who needs that experience, and you know it's a great idea because you want to keep winning after Kirk. So at that time, now it's just a great idea, in my opinion. But for other teams, for the Packers, I didn't really understand it at first for their pick with Graham and everything. But it wasn't horrible. It was just not expected. I expected him to take some D back or something like that. Sure. But I mean, the O-line did need a little bit of work on that.
That's true.
But the Packers they had a rest of their draft was pretty. It was okay. It wasn't a bad draft.
Serviceable.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of worse Packer drafts.
They always do wild things. It's just kind of you have to trust the process, really.
Yeah, and then with the Chargers, we would know. I mean, it was rough the first day, man. I was like, I don't know why we did that.
I felt all right with it. I was okay with it. You got to just trust the Harbaugh process at this point.
Joe Alt is a great idea. Harbaugh said that it starts with the O-line. So
he's right.
The rest of the draft, we have the best draft by far. I don't care what anyone says. But.
It was good.
But I kind of want to talk about that Penix pick because I thought it was really interesting. They said after the fact that I forget Atlanta's GM off the top of my head, but name off the top of my head, but they kind of said they were going for the Green Bay model and how they went from Favre to Rodgers to Love.
Yep.
Wow.
You don't do that with the 8th pick, though. In my opinion, I don't hate it. I want to get that clear. I don't hate the pick.
He's the third best quarterback in that draft, in my opinion. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a good chance.
Debatable,
I feel like he's got a lot of great upside, a lot of raw talent. It's just a matter of how to control it. And I feel like being able to sit and learn and develop, that's going to be crucial. Because you look at quarterbacks in the past, that is just the best way to do it.
But does Kirk want to mentor him, though? Is he going to comply with that?
Well, I think he doesn't have to.
He doesn't seem like the type that would be so
he's not
up
Tannehill.
about it.
Yeah, Tannehill didn't want to,
True, that's fair.
I feel like he'll be able to handle that better, or be more willing to accept that.
I think they were also a little pressured, too, because I'm pretty sure the Saints and the Raiders were trying to trade up for him.
Yeah.
They wanted to trade up for Michael Penix Jr. because the Broncos were going to stick with Bo Nix, I'm sure.
That makes sense.
I'm sure they wanted to beat everyone to the ball, so they did that.
I do like that you said the Falcons are going for the Green Bay model with the Favre, Rodgers, Love, especially since Favre began with the Falcons.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just they're trying to learn from their mistakes. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving on, the NBA playoffs are still in full effect with multiple teams punching their ticket to the next round. The Thunder and Timberwolves swept their opponents, and the Pelicans and Suns respectively, while the Nuggets beat the Lakers in 5 to complete the gentleman's sweep. Other series are a little more competitive, such as Clippers-Mavericks tied at 2 games apiece, while 3 Eastern Game Conference series are at 3 games to 2. Gabe, what series do you have your eye on as the first round comes to a close?
Well, I think you look at things right now, obviously the Bucks won last night against Indiana. I was shocked, I'm not complaining, though.
No.
I really have my eyes on... I think most people are probably going to talk about the Clippers and Mavericks series. It is.
It's a fun one.
Oh, for sure.
But a flu game tonight, by the way.
What was that?
Luka's having a flu game tonight.
Ooh.
Okay,
should be interesting.
That's gonna be
have to see where that goes. Yeah. But no, I got my eyes on the Magic and Cavs series just because they're two young teams. Obviously Donovan Mitchell, he's had that playoff experience, but for the most part, this is Cleveland's second year in a row in the playoffs. They got embarrassed last year by New York, whereas the Magic, Paolo Banchero, I love his play. I think he's going to be a problem for years to come in the league, and I'm not saying they're going to win. I can't really tell who's going to win quite yet.
It's a toss-up.
But yeah, it's a great series though. If you're just that kind of neutral fan. it's a great series to be watching, in my opinion.
No, absolutely.
Did you know that the Cavs' first time scoring 100 points in this playoffs was last game?
I believe it.
That's embarrassing.
I
That should not happen.
believe it, though.
I want the Cavs. I had the Cavs winning.
Yeah.
But I think the Magic might get
like
this
the
one out.
Cavs.
But the one that I'm really looking forward to, like just watching, obviously the Clippers and Mavericks one, that's a beautiful series. We all love that one. But this Sixers-Knicks series is so
getting
interesting.
Yeah.
And
It's getting interesting.
if you guys didn't know this, that last 4-point play that Tyrese had yesterday, it officials have officially said that it should have been waved off. So it's interesting to see that. And man, that series is just so fun to watch because I personally had not the Clippers, the Sixers winning in 6. So I wasn't convinced with the Knicks, and it's kind of showing a little bit on why I wasn't convinced yet. So
No, that's fair.
I mean, I'm really stuck on this one. The Celtics and Heat, I'm not worried about that one. The Celtics might win that one. They're for sure gonna win that one. Porzingis is out next round now, so that's a big thing if depending on who they play next round. But yeah. I will say this: if Zion was healthy, that series would have gone 7 games, and I stand on that because there's no one on that team that would have guarded him.
I mean,
No one on that team could guard him.
it would have been
100%.
more. I'll give you that.
It would have been more.
I don't know about
I-
7.
It would have been 6 at least.
Max
Yeah.
6.
Max 6. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But the Bucks, Pacers, I said this once. If we lose, we lose in 5. We win in 7. We won yesterday. We're winning in 7.
Chances are still alive. You might get it right. Diving a little deeper now into the Lakers-Nuggets series, the Lakers season came to an end in similar fashion as last season. Los Angeles couldn't get much going all series, and the games that were close ended in a heartbreaking Jamal Murray buzzer beater both times. As they now move into the offseason, there are many questions surrounding Darvin Ham as head coach, along with what LeBron will do when it comes to retirement. Nazir, what do you think will happen this offseason for the Lakers?
First of all I gotta say is small ball Jamal. Great job. I did not want to see another Lakers series this year after last year. They shouldn't have made it that far. I stand on
That's
that.
fair.
But when it comes to the Lakers, Darvin Ham's out of there. He's gone.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been there this year anyways, in my opinion. He should have got fired after last year.
Oh.
I think so.
He took him to the conference finals
I
as
mean-
a 7 seed.
Look
Sure,
who
they got
played.
swept, but like,
Look who they played, though. I mean, the Warriors were washed
It's still
out.
an accomplishment.
I get it, but the Warriors were washed
Like
out.
think like
Steph
Arthur
was doing
Smith,
okay.
he was able to stick around
Right.
for an extra year
Right.
because he was like doing okay.
I don't know. I wasn't convinced with that team just yet. So, but Darvin Ham's out of there. LeBron, he's gonna opt out probably. I don't know where he's gonna go. He might come back to the Lakers.
Hey,
I think
wherever Bronny goes.
either
who
Bronny
knows?
goes or I really have a hot take. I really think he wants to play with Steph. I don't know why. I just really think I think he wants to play with Steph. I really do. And I think the Warriors want that because I think they want to get one more ring at least for Curry. And what 5 rings for Bron and Steph. If they win this next ring together, that would be legendary.
That would be
And
cool.
then anyone could say, hey, LeBron's the GOAT. He won another ring. And Curry is a top 10 player then after that because he has 5 rings. Best point guard of all time at that point because he has 5 rings matching Magic Johnson's. So, hey, I'm just saying, the NBA script, they need to do that. They need to have that happen. But when it comes to trades, they need to go for a point guard and they need someone better. Trae Young, obvious first choice answer in my opinion, or DeJounte Murray. They need something. They need someone to facilitate for sure.
yeah.
That's fair.
You know, when I look at the whole LeBron retiring thing, it's LeBron James. He's not gonna retire and not do a farewell tour.
That's true.
Right?
I agree.
He's going to have a lot more fanfare.
No. If there's one thing people need to know and recognize about LeBron James, he knows how to work the media and he knows how to get eyes on him and get he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for
15.
exactly.
Since he was 15.
He's what 40, 39 now or whatever. He's been doing it longer than we've been alive. You know, it's no. I mean, LeBron's definitely not going to retire though. No, I
think he has one or two
He's
more
not
years.
going in quietly. Into
I
that
think he
night.
has 3.
3.
I think he has 3.
I think he
at
has
least.
1, maybe 2 left. I think he might retire next year.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
I don't know.
Especially if he gets a ring. If he gets a ring, it's over.
Oh yeah,
He's
so
out.
that's walk off into the
Yeah.
sunset type of thing. But I feel like that's also a
can
big if.
Yeah,
Really?
big if.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll discuss the Milwaukee Brewers fight, Deion Sanders, and Colorado football, along with the NFL offseason moves. Don't go anywhere. This is PEOMIOSFYRDS live on UWW TV.
number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
For Hawk Talk, especially on days I'm hosting, you really need to be up early looking at those news stories. Even the night before, I'm finding topics that I can incorporate in the show, and I feel like we get a conversation going.
Once you get the opportunity to do that with other people who appreciate it the same level as you do, it makes it that much more enjoyable.
For everything sports, tune in Monday through Thursday at 91.7 The Edge or watch us on UWW TV.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
Here at UW Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
Come on!
Stepped it anyways. Oh, she got that off. They're going to count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
Welcome back to PEOMIOSFYRDS live on UWW-TV. The Milwaukee Brewers have been on a great run to start the season, winning the past 2 games against the Rays after a 3-day stretch with some questionable umpire calls. The frustration against these calls came to a head last night after Brewers pitcher Freddie Peralta was tossed because he hit one batter with a pitch. Later in the 8th inning, the Brewers pitcher Abner Uribe and Rays outfielder Jose Siri got into a benches clearing brawl. Punches were dealt out today with punishments, my bad. Long day. Punishments were dealt out today with Uribe getting 6 games, Peralta getting 5, Siri receiving 3, and Brewers manager Pat Murphy getting 2. Gabe, were these fair punishments, and what is your take on how the umpiring has been in baseball this year?
Well, I think Peralta getting 5 games was kind of odd to me.
It feels a bit much.
Whether he hit him intentionally or not, I don't think he did personally.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 games, really? it just seems like a lot to me. It is. I think overall, though, the umping in baseball, there has been some questionable calls. I've seen a lot of yeah, exactly. As long as I won't get into that. I don't know. I do think specifically though for Freddie Peralta, I think 5 games is crazy. And then Uribe, he did kind of go at him a little, so I get
was fair.
that. Yeah.
First punches, you got him.
Yeah, exactly. But overall though, What do you got, Nazir?
Listen, man, as a Milwaukee Brewers fan, it was exciting to see some punches finally thrown, right?
Yes.
It was so exciting. And when you are 3rd in the National League right now, behind Philly and Atlanta, you better be on your high horse and fired up when something like that happens, because the umpires are just so they're so aggravating recently. And you could have a better record at some of these games. Some of these games, I swear I've been watching. I'm very new to baseball, so when I've been watching these games, I can see these umpires are they're dictating some of these games, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on, but like I'm new to this. I don't know if this is normal, and I know it's not normal now. So when you're a Milwaukee's Brewers fan, you need to be happy about that situation because you can tell your team is like they're on one right now. They're happy. They're third in the National League, 19-11. Oh man, leading the division. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, just having the guys getting fired up, having that emotion, showing that they really care and such, and just like as a team fighting together. That's a good thing to see. In any case, that's just showing that this is a team that's going to be fighting together and trying to fight deep into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
I love it.
We'll see.
We'll see. Aside from the NFL draft, which we talked about earlier, there have been plenty of notable moves in the NFL offseason since last week. Most notably, Ezekiel Elliott rejoined the Cowboys on a one-year deal. Other moves include the Raiders signing Michael Gallup, Travis Kelce, and the Chiefs receiving contract extension, and Eagles' A.J. Brown getting one as well. Finally, before the draft, two notable Bengals stars, T. Higgins and Trey Hendrickson, requested a trade from the team. Nazir, which move was the most notable for you and why?
Well, A.J. Brown is probably the biggest in my opinion.
Really?
I think
it's just an extension, though.
No, I know. I think it's a huge extension.
I mean,
because they need that.
The market is constantly getting reset.
If he were out of there, oh man, I don't know. That offense would be run heavy.
That would have been the biggest thing, I'd say, if he left. But just the fact he's staying, it's not as interesting.
Now, when it comes to like Zeke and Dallas, that's a huge one to me because I grew up watching that, so I love Zeke. I'm a huge Zeke fan. I believe in him. But going back to the Cowboys is probably a mistake. So whatever. Yeah. But when it comes to Travis Kelce, I wish he retired. That sucks. That
he's going to fall off soon. I'm calling it.
No, he's not. Not with that quarterback. I'm done betting against Patrick Mahomes. I'm done.
His production is eventually going to start slipping. Like
I can't do it.
I'm just saying. Just him. I'm not saying Mahomes.
But everyone else on that offense is so fast that he's going to be open up the middle every single time. You have to realize they drafted Xavier Worthy. That's like the craziest. I don't know why the Bills even did that. So I don't know, man. That sucks. That's probably the biggest one. I hate to say it, but I really hope we get T. Higgins or both of them, Hendrickson and Higgins. I don't know how we're going to do it.
Hendrickson, I would say.
Oh, I would love him. Though.
I mean, yeah, I'd love him, but like, they can't afford.
They can't afford it. Actually, they can though.
Three edge rushers though.
They have 26. Really? They have 26 million cap space right now.
Worry about the receiver. That's still an issue. I'd say you don't need three edge rushers paying all of them.
T. Higgins, baby.
T. Higgins would be nice.
T. Higgins would be nice. That'd be great.
I don't know. I think it's finally good to see the Cowboys go all in, and they do that by signing Ezekiel Elliott. Good job, guys.
Go back to your roots.
So yeah, good on Jerry Jones there.
24th in the league.
Yeah. You know, I guess. I don't know. This is what all in looks like apparently for them. I don't know. I think T. Higgins requesting a trade. To me, that was kind of strange.
I don't think they're going to trade him though.
No, I didn't.
Probably
no.
not. They'll just be asking, but
yeah. I don't know. I mean, like who would take him though?
He'll still play.
Somebody will take him. It's just a matter of like I don't think the Bengals will get enough of what they want.
Well, they're going to ask for way too much.
They're going to ask for too much, and
he had a great year one year. The Super Bowl year, he had a great, outstanding year with Jamar Chase alongside him. So and they're going to ask way too much out of that. So
I feel like Michael Gallup is the big one. Like, really, it's the most interesting one because it's like the Raiders. They've got all these weapons. They got Brock Bowers. They got Michael Myers last year. Gallup. But it's going to be who's throwing to it.
Why do they get?
Is it going to be Mitch or is it going to be Gardner or is it going to be the Aiden O'Connell? Who's to say?
Yeah.
Our last topic for today revolves around the Colorado football team, and more specifically, Deion and Shadur Sanders. Sanders is entering his second season as head coach of the Buffaloes, with both of his sons on the team. Recently, they have all come under scrutiny for their behavior on social media. Xavier Smith, who was defensive back for the team last year, talked about his experience on the team, saying that he was ostracized after he didn't transfer once Coach Prime told him to. Shadur responded to him on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
It's Twitter. It's Twitter.
We'll see. Saying he didn't even remember him and called him mid. Deion Sanders joined in, starting beef with other college players who came to the defense of Smith. Gabe, what do you make of this social media exchange, and is it harmful to Shadur's draft position next year?
Yeah, you know, I understand what Coach Prime is trying to do. He's got a program, and he needs guys to buy in at the end of the day.
That's true.
If he doesn't want them there, I understand like him going to them and being like, hey, like, you know, you should probably look to go elsewhere. Yeah. I think what Shadur is doing though, and going on social media and calling your ex-teammate mid, like that's just it's just not a great look. Do I think it's harmful to his draft position though?
It's not going to be a great QB class, I'm not thinking.
No, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't really think it's going to do anything too crazy. But I mean, we'll see. I guess some teams might look at that and they might not like that.
Some teams absolutely will, but some are desperate enough that they're just going to be like, whatever. It's Sanders' son. Like, he's going to have a bit of that moxie again.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I just disagree with that. I think it completely affects his draft style.
Oh, yeah, I think it will.
Because it's just like, it's
immature.
You don't want a drama queen in your locker room.
Exactly.
Especially as quarterback.
I mean, that's normal for like wide receiver diva.
Still though, like
no, I'm saying that, but for a quarterback, that's different. That's supposed to be the leader of your team.
Right.
Yeah. So
and if he can't show that he can lead a team and calling other players mid, like you should be praising your brother going to a different school. Like, hey, you guys got a good one. Like this guy's great, regardless of how you feel about him.
Yeah. Right.
But like, dude, like I don't get it. Like, what are they doing over there? Like, they need to. He preaches all this discipline stuff. And you just keep continuously seeing like this childish act behavior by most of their players. And it's so sad to see because I'm such a big fan of him. And I'm such a big fan of that team and that organization that they're trying to build, the message that they're trying to have over there. But it's just really sad to see, and that it's going to affect them a lot.
It's going to be interesting, but I feel like, what they're trying to build, like they have the idea, but it's not executing well. They need the foundation right now.
Yep.
With that, we're going to take our final break. When we return, we'll have our last 2-minute drill of the semester. Don't go anywhere. This is PEOMIOSFYRDS live on UWW TV.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Your home for excellence in action. The WIAC Network. Watch and download here.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project. And it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's going to call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
Here at UWW, we put a lot of emphasis on shaping your involvement. Involvement helps you get to know more people with similar values and goals as yourself. The Student Involvement Office can help you get involved with organizations on campus, or we can help you start a brand new one. So what are you waiting for? It's time to shape your involvement at UWW. If you'd like to learn more, stop by UC 127 or contact us at involvement@uww.edu or call 262-472-6217.
Welcome back to PEOMIOSFYRDS, our last 2-minute drill, gentlemen. We've gotten better at this as the semester has gone on. Are you two ready for our best run yet?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, we better make it count. It's the last one. Nazir, your
Don't
reaction.
get too ambitious.
Too ambitious. Nazir, your reaction to Mike Trout being out indefinitely with a torn meniscus?
That sucks, man. I saw that yesterday, and I was like, man, that's a huge injury. And that's just going to be a tear on his career, probably. It's going to bother him the rest of his career, I'm sure. So that sucks for them. But
it is sad, because he was doing well.
He was doing really good.
He was doing great, as Mike Trout always does.
Exactly.
He's that demigod of baseball.
Yep.
Gabe, thoughts on the WNBA season about to kick off in less than 2 weeks?
That's crazy.
There's going to be a big change in what's going to come for the WNBA for the future. Obviously, we know because of Caitlin Clark, and now, I think that Angel Reese rivalry too. Now being with Caitlin being in Indiana and Angel Reese being in Chicago, that's like a 2-hour drive, if that even. So I'm really excited for the league. I think it's going to be great for the overall product.
Yeah, no, I think a bright future for them all.
100%.
This is your official prediction: if Dame and Giannis are healthy, do the Bucks win the series?
Yeah, but it still goes to 6 or 7. I think. I don't think it's a walk in the park because Giannis struggles against the Pacers. Dame has off nights a lot this year, so can't really count on him being 100% all the time. So yeah, it would be, yes, we would have won. It would have been very easy to say that we would have won, but not in 5. I don't believe that at all.
Hey, as you said, it'd probably be in 7.
Yeah, probably.
Gabe, does Porzingis' calf injury spell any trouble for the Celtics?
Does it spell trouble? A little. I do like. To some degree. Yeah, I still think Al Horford. We still have some gas in the tank there, and I'm not going to panic just yet.
Not panicking yet?
Not yet.
Just going to be able to make it through. All right. Well, I guess we weren't able to do the 2-minute drill as well as we had hoped to, but did it our best. Give it a good college try.
That's all we can do. Yeah.
And with that, have it our final 2-minute drill to end our final show for the semester. Nazir, Gabe, it's been great talking sports with you over these last 8 to 9 weeks. Whew. And so, for the final time, for Nazir Spencer and Gabe Sadowski, along with our entire studio crew, we thank you for excusing our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. Have a great night.